Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Intan Ayuningtias and I'm a student from B29 class 2020 of English Education Study Program IKIP Siliwangi.
Alright everyone, in this occasion I would like to present you about a type of interpreting. First thing first, I would like to remind you that interpreting is different with translation. Interpreting and translation are not the same thing. While many professional interpreters are translators and vice versa, interpreting and translation are two separate professions with different codes of ethics, educational requirements, and certification. So what is interpreting? Interpreting is rendering a message orally or in sign language from one language into another. Or we could say interpreting is deliver the message from speakers in source language into the audience in target language. And we could do it by spoken or langsung diucapkan, and we could done it also in sign language, or in Indonesia we call it bahasa isyarat. And then what is translation? Translation is rendering a written text from one language to another in writing. If we talk about interpreting is deliver the message orally or spoken, but translation is deliver the message only in written text. So translation is deliver message from one document or one text from source language into another text in target language. Here are some types of interpreting, but I am not going to deliver all of the types to you. I just want to deliver or present you one of them, and it is remote interpreting. So the name is suggestive, remote interpretation. It applies to assignment of any type where at least one of the participants is connecting from a remote location. So between the interpreter, speakers, and the audience is in different location. Distance doesn't matter. As long as the process done by video conference, it is remote interpreting. So distance doesn't matter. Whether the distance is near or far, as long as the interpreting done by video conference, it is called as remote interpreting. Actually, we could done the remote interpreting by telephone or video conference, but usually people call the interpretation process with telephone is over the phone interpreting, while remote interpreting is familiar with interpretation process done by video conference. Last point is any mode, whether simultaneous or consecutive or other type of interpreting, can be done remotely. So what we need in remote interpreting? First, we have to prepare our devices, and then supported applications, and then a good internet connections. What devices that we could use in remote interpreting? First, we could use smartphone, monitor, laptop, or PC. Even sometimes we have to prepare also a microphone. The second point is applications. The supported application that usually used in remote interpreting is Zoom Meeting, Google Meet, Google Glass, or even WhatsApp. And last point is a good connections. Of course, we have to have a good internet connections because we connect each other by internet. This is do and done in remote interpreting. First, we have to use headsets so we could focus to our audience and speakers. Use familiar platform, and then practice, and last research. So what we don't have to do in remote interpreting? First, use own internet connection because Wi-Fi is not enough. Don't ignore the setup problem, and then don't accept a job that we cannot do that.
Thank you for watching. I'm Intan Ayuningtias. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.